Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Marvin. It is indeed a real pleasure to welcome you here today. Thank you for your kind words. I'm especially honored to welcome guests and friends from overseas who've joined us and who Marvin recognized a few moments ago. As a son of this community, I'm particularly proud and pleased to be bringing you greetings from the South African Zionist Federation, TELFED, and especially as its recently elected chairman. It is really a real privilege and honor and to represent this community and the Southern African community in looking after Olim, absorbing Olim, helping students with their scholarships, and all the work that TELFED does to support the Southern African community. I just want to mention briefly that we run Karen TELFED, which is an arm of a non-profit organization which helps to support all these activities. And I would ask that whenever you have an occasion to think of Karen TELFED and to donate to Karen TELFED. Zimbabweans and Central Africans have always played a central role in Zionist activities since the inception of their communities. There's one slide, I don't know how many of you have had a chance to look at the slide presentation, but there's a slide presentation running now. I'll start it up after the speeches. And there's one slide in the whole presentation which for me symbolizes really what our communities are all about. And that is the slide showing the registration of the first 100 members of Obabeit Zion that were registered in 1899 in Bulawayo. And at their first meeting, they donated the princely sum of £50 to the Yeshuv of Machanaim. So we really go back a long way in terms of our Zionistic history and in our connection to Israel. And I think what we're seeing today, the fact that people translated not the theory of Zionism into practice and made their homes in Israel, I think is an absolute fantastic reflection of that whole history. I just want to mention what Marvin was talking about, the fact that there are several Zimbabweans now in key positions in TELFED. And for those of you who remember a little bit of Shona and a little bit of Indaba, we are now in the era of Bamba Zonki. To the South Africans, well, to the South Africans it means basically grab all, I guess, the literal translation. I know you'll want to catch up with friends and you haven't seen before and spend moments, but I would ask you to have a look at the slide presentation, have a look at the Zimbabwe website that's running here online. There's an internet connection and you can have a look at it if you haven't seen it before. And I'm also calling on people to send in material so that we can really build up an archive and tell the story of the community at a family level, at a community level, organizational level. If you have any material like that, please send it in. I'd really like to thank my fellow committee members for helping to put this together. There's going to be a vote of thanks at the end, and I'm not going to mention names now, but it's been an amazing group of people who've come together, as we always do, to put these events together, and I hope you'll enjoy yourselves. I would like to mention Marvin Hatchell, because I think Marvin is, first of all, Marvin celebrated his 90th birthday 2 days ago. And I want to tell you, he has led this team of this committee running this event like a man half his age. Kol hakavod to you, Marvin. I hope you really enjoy yourselves today. And at this stage, I'd like to introduce Mervyn Smith, who's President of the African Jewish Congress and Vice Chairman of the World Jewish Congress, to say a few words to us.